I'm not Jeff Bezos, nor am I Elon Musk, but I am Adam Griffin, and I have made enough money, not a ridiculous amount, not tens of millions of dollars, but I made enough to sort of test and see, truthfully, if you can solve all your external life problems with any sort of money. So does money buy happiness? That is the ultimate goal of this video. Let's talk about it. So, money. Is it important? How important is it? And can you do okay without it? How important of a role does it play into your happiness? Well, I will say that it does give you something to look forward to. It does give you the ability to do things that you otherwise could not do, because at the end of the day, no matter how anti-money you may be, you cannot deny that the world revolves around currency. And one of the most powerful currencies, if not the most powerful currency in the world, is the US dollar. So it is necessary whether you like it or not. That is a non-negotiable. However, we're not talking about luxuries today. We are talking about problems. How well does it solve problems? And what I've sort of figured out in my old age of 20 years old is that there are certain things money cannot buy. There are certain traits that you cannot develop with the sole help of money. There are certain things you have to do, rich or not, to solve the majority of problems, mental usually, in your life. Health is the answer to a lot of these problems, mental clarity, which you cannot buy. I went through a period in my life where I thought that money was the answer to all of my problems. I really did. Therefore, I neglected everything else that is important in life. I thought the car would do it for me. I thought external factors would fix internal problems, and that is simply never, ever the truth. It never is and it never will be. There are problems you cannot solve with money. Money cannot buy them. But you know what money can buy? An AMG. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful she is. Really dirty, you can't tell on camera, but this thing is dirty. To start off the video, it is very important to note, no. Unfortunately, making money, no matter how much, will not solve your issues. What money does do, though, is allow you to have free time. And free time allows you to further develop and get to know yourself. I would say by far, the most valuable thing money provides is not cars, it's not happiness, it's not any of that. I would argue that it is freedom. Free time, specifically, to allow yourself to further learn who you are. Over this past year, which this year has been by far the most life-changing year of my entire existence on this planet, I have gotten to know myself, who I am, and what I can do to further myself more than any other year in my life. And that's because I've simply never had time. I've never had time to sit and think about, okay, what are my issues and what do I need to do to solve them? Not how can I buy them or I need to make more money, but how can I internally reflect and solve these issues? And that's the issue with a lot of people, even older adults nowadays, is that they're stuck. They're stuck in a loop of, I have to go to a job every single day for 8-9 hours. They get home, they're too tired to think. They just want to sleep, watch TV, they want to relax. And that's not their fault, it's okay. I would want to relax as well. When I used to work 8-hour shifts, by the time I got home, I was exhausted. I had no time to do something to better myself, and that's unfortunately the life that a lot of people live. And it's really not their fault at the end of the day, and that's what's sad about it. But I can genuinely conclude my hypothesis of money not changing a thing with your life. You'll have spurts of like, I bought this car and I felt like I had a high for like a month or two, and now my quality of life is the exact same as it was before I bought the car. That's it. It starts to blend in and become normal with your life. And you might be saying, well, no, if I had a car like this, I'd be happy all day, all for the rest of my life. And it seems like it, right? That seems like that's what would happen. But I'm sure even right now, I mean, my all-time dream car is a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. And trust me, I want to say right now, like, dude, if I were to have that car in my garage tomorrow, I could never stop staring at it. But I do know now conclusively that if I were to have that car tomorrow, I'd probably have a high for like a month to 3 months, and then in a year, dude, I probably wouldn't even care that I own that vehicle. And people could be telling you all day, oh my gosh, you're so lucky to have that car, and you're so, and all that. But it doesn't really mean anything to you. Like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, but it doesn't actually hit the same as it used to. And I feel like that's kind of a disease, that if you're into entrepreneurship or you just like money in general, you've already succumbed to this disease. You just have not realized it yet. It is a disease of always wanting more. You could be a multi-millionaire. I guarantee a lot of these guys who are doing 9 figures, they want more. There is not one guy, even if he has millions of dollars, that you could ask, okay, are you happy? Are you satisfied? He's going to want more. You're going to have a high for 1 to 3 months. Once you accomplish something, then it's going to become the standard for you, and you're going to want more. And if I'm being honest with you, that will never end. And it's up to you to decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it stops people from being complacent. But I'm going to leave that up to your judgment. But I will let you know now, especially if you found yourself watching this video and you watch a lot of my other videos, you've already got the disease. You might just not know it yet. Or you might know it. You might have achieved small successes, and they don't mean anything to you anymore. You start to lose touch with how quote-unquote far ahead you are. I've been gifted by money the time to further know myself. That's extremely important. Now I know when I'm feeling a certain way, because yes, I'm human, I have emotions, I have terrible days, I get sad, I get anxious, except now I know myself so well. I've spent so much time with myself and my feelings that I am 100% aware of how to deal with those. When I'm anxious, I know what my body does and does not like. When I'm anxious, my body does not like to eat food. If I eat food, I get more anxious, especially sugar. So I know, okay, I cannot consume sugar when I am anxious. The only way I know that is because I've sat there and figured it out over the course of like 6 months. Now I'm not scared of being anxious anymore. I'm not scared of being uncomfortable. I'm not scared of being sad. And because I understand these negative emotions, which they're not really negative, I think true happiness is being able to experience every emotion that life has to offer. I'm not scared of them anymore. I'm not scared of being sad. Are you kidding me, dude? It's okay. All right, a little break from the yapping here. We get to merge onto a highway. Hear this thing sing. Now we gotta slow down because there's a car in front of us. But sounds beautiful. Love this car. Now I do think that money can improve your quality of life. Well, of course it can. That's kind of obvious. But more specifically, let's talk about cars. I know people who have a lot of money and they don't even own a car. They could buy 10 Lamborghinis, they don't own one. Why is that? It's because cars do nothing for them. Me personally, I've always been a car guy, literally my whole life. Before I made any money to now, I've always been a car guy. Cars for me have always been directly correlated to how happy I am with my life. And it's not because I want to flex on people. It's not because I want to have the nicest car out of everybody. It's not the reason. It's because I'm passionate about cars, probably similar to a lot of you guys. And you could probably also conclude that if you were to have your dream car in your garage right now, you wouldn't be worried about flexing it or driving it around to show people how much money you have. It would just make you happy if you were to pull out a lawn chair and sit next to the car and just stare at it. Now that is something money can do for you. That is something money has done for me. And like I said, I'm not Jeff Bezos yet. I have a very entry-level luxury vehicle, but still, it brings me joy just to sit in it. Just to sit in it. So money does allow you to invest into hobbies that might relieve stress, relieve anxiety, and for me, driving is one of those things. I always find myself taking the long ways home. I just enjoy driving. I enjoy being in the car, and it's a lot more fun when it's a car that I can appreciate and have fun driving. So money can allow you to invest further into your hobbies. But I am on my way to the gym. I'm about to get a disgusting arm pump. I haven't trained arms in like 4 days, and I don't know if you guys know that feeling of not training a muscle group, a favorite muscle group, something like arms in 4 days or longer, but the pump is absolutely crazy. I've come to find that if you train a muscle group, something, a crazy amount of volume, like once every other day, the pumps become the pumps start to kind of become mid. But if you hold off for like 4 days or longer, they go crazy. So that's what I'm most excited about right now. I just got a new gym membership, and it's been great. I love going to that gym in particular. A very, very, very famous man whom I will not mention because I value the health of my YouTube channel once said the money is an amplifier. And that is true. I found that to be very, very, very true. Money is an amplifier of who you currently are. Money will not change you. It will amplify your character traits, whether that be your best character traits or even your worst character traits. It will amplify all of them. It does not care. It does not pick. Money does not pick and choose. It amplifies everything you got, no matter what. You're a douchebag. You're going to be a rich douchebag when you make money. You're a very kind-hearted person. You're going to be even kinder when you make money. You're going to be a philanthropist. It's an amplifier, and I found that true in myself as well. It just amplifies, it does not change. All right, we're pulling up to the gym now, about to park, get a crazy pump, cannot wait. It was a good talk with you guys. Hopefully that answers your question of, does money buy happiness? Is that a real thing? And all-time answer is 100% no. It does not buy happiness. If you want happiness, look within. Figure out how you work as a human being. That will provide you more happiness than money ever could. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you soon, all right? Bye.